Part 3. Keyhole Surgery. The path twisted downward into a hollow of ice, winding like a nervous thought. Each step snapped beneath their boots. The air grew heavier, the silence thicker, only broken by Lunnick muttering to himself about tunnels and trauma. The trail ended at a shimmering glacial platform surrounded by torchlight and one truly dramatic block of ice. Suspended inside, a colossal, rune-etched great axe encased like a trophy in magical stasis. Danitz stepped forward. That's mine. He touched the ice, and the ice, in a surprise move no one liked, sucked him in. Danitz? Lunnick shouted. He was halfway in, chest, shoulder and arm encased, frost climbing his skin like vines. Oh, great, said Lerog. Danitzicles. Heinrich immediately rushed forward with his giant hammer. For Danitz! Screamed, charging like a freight train of bad ideas. He swung with the force of 3 ogres and half a brain cell, slamming the head of his hammer into the enchanted ice. The glacier cracked with a thunderous boom. Victory! Heinrich began. And then the ceiling, apparently unimpressed, responded with a dramatic clink-crack-kaboom. Giant icicles the size of siege ballista bolts broke loose and rained down like the sky itself had a grudge. One stabbed the ground next to Lerog, who shrieked and dove behind Connie's dumbbells. Duck! Benjamin shouted. I'm a dwarf, not a bird. Lunnick yelled, rolling under a falling icicle with all the grace of a sack of potatoes going through midlife crisis. Connie, unfazed, caught an icicle mid-fall with one hand. That's not an icicle, he muttered. That's gym equipment. Heinrich was still mid-swing. Worth it! He shouted as a shard of ice grazed his helmet and knocked it sideways. I regret nothing except maybe physics. Danitz, still half-frozen, groaned. I regret knowing all of you. From behind, Skull materialized again, pointing ominously at the great axe. The weapon is sealed. You must unlock it. Does anyone else think he has really bad timing? Connie muttered. Skull gestured toward Danitz's torso. There is a fragment of his past still lodged in his present. Are we talking emotionally or... Benjamin paused. Wait, you mean physically, don't you? Danitz, through chattering teeth, replied, Family, heirloom, shield, shard, still inside me. Benjamin blinked. Like... medically inside? Danitz nodded. Left in me, during a demolition. Never got it, removed. Lunnick unsheathed his dagger with absolutely too much enthusiasm. Oh gods, said Connie. We're really doing this. What followed could only be described as a group effort in medical malpractice. Heinrich declared himself the head surgeon because he owned the biggest weapon. Connie claimed spiritual alignment with Danitz's liver and began chanting. Benjamin tied Danitz's belt around his head to keep the brain blood in. After that, Benjamin wisely took notes for the eventual lawsuit. They flipped Danitz over onto a crate. Lunnick attempted the first incision, missed, and cut his own sleeve. Connie tried to hold Danitz steady, but got headbutted when he twitched. At one point, Lerog offered to intuit the shard's location using drunken wisdom, and nearly elbowed Benjamin in the face. I swear I found something hard. Shouted Lunnick. That's his rib, you walnut, Connie replied. Eventually, by the sheer grace of the devil himself, a small jagged shard of shield clinked out onto the floor. Danitz groaned. Told you it was there. The ice around the great axe cracked, then shattered. Danitz collapsed forward into the snow, frostbitten, bleeding, victorious. Congratulations, muttered Lerog. You survived 7 friends and 1 knife.